Hi everyone, welcome to this deep dive tutorial about the loudness management workflow in the new Fiedler Audio Mastering Console 2 application. Mastering Console 2 runs on Windows and Mac as a standalone application and is the first truly complete mastering solution for Dolby Atmos. With Mastering Console, you won't need any other applications like the Dolby Atmos renderer, the album assembler, or even a DAW at all. You can do everything you need quickly and easily with the Mastering Console. All loudness-related tasks are managed in the Loudness Management dialog window. Let's open it by clicking the Measure button in the Loudness section here at the bottom. Now, in this dialog, you'll see a list of all regions in your session and their loudness state. There are three key values here: integrated, true peak, and range. To the right, you'll find the status of the loudness measurement. You should only trust the loudness values if the status displayed is in green and says up to date. If you see anything else, it means the measurement is no longer up to date and should be remeasured. To measure the loudness, you'll first need to select the format in the top left corner of this window. The default 5.1 is almost always the format to go with, since this is the format used for loudness measurement by the streaming services. Next, you can either click Measure All to measure all regions that are not up to date, or you can do them individually by clicking Measure for each region. Below the region list on the left, you'll find a field that says Max LKFS. By default, this is set to -18 LKFS. Changing this does not change anything in your session, it's just the target loudness that you want to achieve. If the integrated loudness of a region is above the threshold you set here, it will appear in red. Now, in theory, you could correct the respective regions manually by adjusting the master fader of every clip in that region, but this process would be quite tedious and inaccurate. To make things easy, we have two buttons next to the loudness target field called Auto Adjust as Group and Auto Adjust individually. Both of these buttons adjust the master fader of each Atmos clip to correct the integrated loudness of the regions toward your chosen target value. This can go both ways, up or down, whatever is needed. If you have selected a region or multiple regions, then these buttons will act on your selected regions. If you haven't selected a specific region, then these buttons will act on all regions. Auto Adjust as Group adjusts everything in such a way that the loudness differences between regions are maintained. This is especially important when working on albums where all the transition edits are already done. Meanwhile, Auto Adjust individually adjusts every region individually. This is usually what you'll want to use when working in batch mode. Note that these buttons only work on regions where the loudness status is up to date. If a region only has one Atmos clip in it, the values are corrected instantly and the up-to-date status is maintained. However, if there is more than one clip, then a new measurement is required to get the actual values. The last step in loudness management is checking the true peak. Just like with the max LKFS threshold described earlier, we have a target value for true peak, which can be found in the lower right corner of the window. It's set to -1 dB by default. Next to this is the Auto Engage Limiters button. This sets the target of the limiters to the max TP value and switches the limiter on for the regions where the measured true peak exceeds the target value. Also, the format of the limiter will be set to the one selected in the top left corner of the window for measurement. The limiter button for each region in the list does the same thing for the region's limiter individually. Note that switching the limiter on or off naturally changes the loudness status of the involved regions, so you'll need to remeasure when you do this. Also, please keep in mind that when a session is detected as gapless, there is only one limiter for all regions globally to maintain seamless transitions. So, if you auto-engage or manually engage or disengage limiters, it will always be done for all regions. And one more thing about loudness measurement. The Atmos mix is running through an instance of the Dolby Atmos renderer algorithm, which renders the desired format for measurement. That renderer has a built-in limiter which starts doing its thing if the incoming Atmos mix is too loud. We've decided not to trigger this limiter so that the loudness measurement results are more precise and can be used for the automated correction that is built into the mastering console. Therefore, the measured values can often be higher than those measured in other Dolby Atmos applications, such as the Dolby Atmos renderer or the album assembler. Not to worry though. Once you have corrected the loudness to the usual values, such as -18 LKFS and -1 dB true peak, the measurement values in the mastering console will be on par with other applications again, since with those values, the limiter in the renderer is not triggered. Let's close the loudness window and select a region to see more parameters of its limiter. Here you can adjust the target limit that should not be crossed, the release time, and the format, which in most cases should stay 5.1 since this is usually the format used for loudness measurement by the streaming services. If you'd like to hear what the limiter is taking away from your signal, you can do so by clicking the Delta button. And that's it for this one, folks. If you like this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up and check out our other tutorials. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon to not miss any news, tips, and updates. There's more to come, and I will see you in the next one.